Mr. Watersford, I think it's time for you to come clean about your relationship with Miss Drury, and about a certain attaché case of yours that may have gone missing.
All right. I'd been carrying on an affair with Jane Drury since meeting her backstage. I fell head over heels for her.
Did you see her on the day she was murdered?
Yes, she was here. And so was the attaché case. It contained some sensitive papers. After she left, I saw that the case was gone. I ran out to try and catch her, but she was already lost in the crowd.
But how would Jane have known that there was anything in the attaché case worth stealing?
I'm ashamed to say I told her what was in it. I was trying to impress her, telling her about the important things that were entrusted to my keeping.
For God's sake, man, why didn't you raise an alarm, or at least contact Scotland Yard once you knew they were missing?
I was trying to avoid a scandal, and I was hoping Jane had a good explanation.
May I ask what sort of sensitive papers were in the case?
A draft of a top-secret defense proposal. If that should become public, it would be a major embarrassment at best, a breach of national security at worst.
I see.
With Jane murdered and the attaché case missing, the story will be all over the press in no time.
Now, Mr. Watersford, pull yourself together. Let's get you straightened up. If Jane went straight back to the Milton after she left Mr. Waterford's office, perhaps the attaché case is somewhere at the theatre.
But we found no sign of it in her dressing room.
Maybe it wound up somewhere else there. Her ex-husband's office, perhaps?
Mr. Winslow, did you ever see your ex-wife carrying the attaché case seen here in this photo?
No.
Very well. This is a photo of Miss Drury with Mr. Nigel Watersford. Had you ever seen the two of them together?
I had no idea she even knew him.
You had no clue at all that she might be having an affair with him?
No. Well, she had seemed more secretive than usual recently. Maybe this is why.
If you don't mind, we'll have a look around for that attaché case. There's no sign of the attaché case.
Inspector, I don't believe James was ignorant of Jane's relationship with Mr. Watersford.
Why is that?
Because the note from Nigel to Jane was found in James' office, but the envelope it came in was found in Jane's dressing room.
If the envelope was in her dressing room, it couldn't have been misdelivered.
So James knew that Jane and Nigel had a rendezvous planned on the day of the murder.
Perhaps Mr. Bajpai can tell us more. He's out on bail, but I'll have my men track him down. We have a few more questions for you, Mr. Bajpai.
In the course of following Miss Drury the day she was killed, you must have followed her to Nigel Waterford's office and seen her leave with an attaché case.
Yes. What's your point?
Did you also see something that would explain how she got away from Mr. Watersford's office so quickly?
Well, after I snapped the picture of Jane carrying the attaché case, I did see her get into a car that was waiting for her at the curb.
A taxi?
No, definitely a private car.
Did you manage to get a picture of it as well?
No such luck, but I think I can recall part of the license plate registration.
We'll take down what you remember and see if it turns up something in our database. I have backups of the databases here on CD-ROM. Now, where on earth did I put them?
Main school on the bars and stuff. So hamburgers, it's called Wendy's. So hamburgers, it's called Wendy's.
So the car Jane left in belongs to James Winslow, her ex-husband.
James must have known about the attaché case after all, since it was with Jane when he picked her up.